Anyways, you're on the retest and go lower. Um, do have got imbalances down here below, like right here, right? Move it down just a little bit. Yeah, that's a whole imbalance right there in itself. And then up here is equal highs. So I wouldn't be surprised if price did eventually come up there and go higher just to take out these equal highs. Let's go ahead and break it down a little bit. But that's why we always gotta wait for that break of structure if we're not for sure or not. We see liquidity to the left. Because if that thing breaks structure and goes lower, then we know what's good, we know what's up. It's time to go ahead and snipe the name markets and not even think twice about it. But anyways, if y'all have anything that y'all wanna look at, or if y'all guys wanna get on the charts and show me a little something, something, I'm down with that too. You know what I'm saying? I like to be a student too. But anyways, guys, also Friday, not Friday, but Wednesday, it's going down. Me and my boy Jeff Ayers, we're gonna be doing a trading call, and I'm gonna do more of the psychology part of everything, and then he's probably gonna do more of the charts. And tomorrow I'm gonna actually put my notes down. What's good, Caesar? I hope you're doing good, man. God bless you and your family. Um, I'm gonna actually do a more of the like he's gonna do the charts and stuff. It's gonna be amazing. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. It's for the whole entire QC fam. Be ready. It's about to be phenomenal. But CGU pushed pretty hard below. We got a lot of we got a whole pocket of money here that's been taken out. But what really comes to my eyes just I see this resting liquidity up here. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if price did push through it, but we have to see because I think on the DXY we are bullish. So if we are bullish on DXY, most of the time we're not gonna be bullish on GU. So um, just looking at this area over here because there's a gap. You see this gap right here? I mean, you got whole imbalance right there. Um, I'd like to see it come down. I'd like to see the DXY come down here, right? And possibly go even higher. But we'll see. Again, uh, what's good with you, Luca? How you doing? Luca Brock,
I'm doing amazing, my brother Marcellus. How are you, bro?
man, grateful to be alive. Thankful to be here on the call talking to everybody and just I was in the zone, man. I didn't feel like sleeping, so I got on the charts. You know, I'm usually sleep by now, getting ready for the New York session. But yeah, we could possibly, guys. Oh, shit, a nice buy right here off this imbalance. Sheesh. But anyways, we could possibly buy to sell on GU. So I mean, we still got a little bit of imbalance below here. I'll show you guys in a second. But anyways, they did look like it came up. Came here, chopped a little bit, consolidated, came down and hit the 0.702 and then took off. But we do have some institutional candle right there, but we have a little bit of like an imbalance, just a little bit, like below here. Let me take that off. Why I keep using brushes? Let's go to the rectangle. Like I would like to see it come back down here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't because maybe this is the actual move for the expansion to go higher. If we go to the 1 minute, we can actually do a little bit more confirmations on that. But you can see it could possibly come lower to this last down move. See how it would look on the 15. Hold on, let me go ahead and mark this up. Get that out the way. See what it looks like on like higher time frames. Hold on. Yeah, Luca, what you been looking at, brother?
Yeah, I'm actually looking. The only clear thing I see is I got my eyes on Euro USD for a
Okay.
sell potentially.
Sheesh. Yeah, it may not even come down there. It's just a straight wick on the 15 minute, which wick is just shadows anyway. So it doesn't. Oh well, we'll get ready for it. We'll look for another setup. It'll probably move a
Yeah,
lot better once we get the London session popping off. around like 2 o'clock. Shoot, GU about to be doing
Yeah,
two at that time.
that buy on GU was clean, right at the 28,
That's,
the whole
that,
level,
oh my
so
god.
clean.
Oh my god. See, I mean, it's cool though. It's out of my operation. You know, I usually ain't looking at the charts right now, or at this time, anyways, or whenever that happened. Um, I do not, but I see something though. I see something though. If you really pay attention and look, like there's just liquidity there, right? And then right here is that push. They go higher. Okay. I'm gonna do something else. Shout out to Trey with Matthew with this one. He likes to use the field over the whole push move or the push up, and then drop it down on the 50%. So if you see this, if you take the replay tool and was looking at this like that, and you was like, matter of fact, let's replay a little bit further. Let's replay a little bit further. Hold on. I really want to show y'all this. This is some real deal stuff though. Like, let's just pretend that we were back at hey, that was like 20. That's GMT. That's GMT time. It's probably like 1 o'clock our time. So let's say price was at this area right here. Let's just pretend that this is like price action now. So if you go like this, right, and then you see that like okay, I would anticipate that it would come back to 50% of just like Trey Matthew would do, and let's see, go short right here, 50%. That's a five, bro. Only 11, 11 and a half pip stop. That's nothing. Um, and I would like to take it, uh, probably possibly down here to this liquidity where someone got an imbalance there. But anyways, what was it? What's somebody saying in chat? Peep A, you can. Okay, I got you, bro. Man, it's crazy though. A lot of people like trading those cross pairs. I never really got into it until like here recently, man. Matter of fact, is that the one that Kevin Never Read put out? Look at that snipe. Well, not snipe. Well, it's a pretty decent shit. But anyways, is that the same one that Kevin Never Read sent out for the trade ideas? Because I put that in, I put a sell limit in. I'm ready for that, bro. That's about to be good. But you can see price went up. Let me pause it because you can actually instead of just you can also use your fib for the whole push up and you can use your fib for the top of here. If you go wick a body down there, all right. Let me take this other Fibonacci off. For the new people, this is some real deal advanced sauce. So let me go ahead and take these fibs off so I don't confuse y'all with what I want to show y'all because it's all about opening the eyes up. So you see price come up to the 0.702, then it drops. That would have been a perfect snipe if you would have got in up here with like a 5.7 stop. Then you going down here for like a 13-1. Okay, 13-1. I'm gonna run with my profits. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play that while I look in the chat. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I think it is, but I'm not 100. No, well, yeah, I think he did send out odd cat, but maybe you had the same bias or whatever. And if you do, hey, that's better. That's another confirmation for you. God, baby boy, God, I wasn't even trading like that today. Like for real, for real. I took two trades. I lost on EU twice. I said, nope, I'm getting out the market. And I'm telling you, I think for the reason why I actually didn't overtrade, because I usually would have been like, man, let me go see what indices talk about. Let's go look at cryptos. I took my two losses and was like, I'm done for the day. So you gotta have like a certain rule. If you take like 2 or 3 losses in a row, just go ahead and call it a day because them 2 or 3 losses can go to like 6 losses. And if you're risking 2%, you know what I'm saying? 2 times 6, you done lost 12% of your account just because you want to keep on trading. So, but anyways, that's a little bit of sauce for y'all. Let's go to Oddcad. Oh, sheesh. Dang, I didn't even look at the higher time frames. I want to take this. Hey, that's a good one, C's. A good one, Caesar. Hey, I was looking at that a while back. 'Cause I don't even use them type of lines anymore. Oh, bro, it's bullish. Look how bullish this is. This bad boy is going, dog. I mean, but it gotta come back down eventually. But that thing is too bullish. All right. Appreciate you for muting, Josh. But anyways, right here you see the 4 hour kind of broke structure right here. So I may want to drop, take out some liquidity below. Let's look. Let's look deep into this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I will stay on the higher time frame too long. Like I just see the overall bias of it and see the overall like movement. I'm just like, okay, cool. I see it's bullish on the daily and I run with it. But right here, I really like this imbalance below. Right. And the other box, which I'm gonna change the color for this one. Um, change that. Move this out the way. All right. Yeah, I definitely would like it. I'd like something like this. Let's go ahead and put a sell setup. You know. Oh my God! On the 1 hour, a 15 pip stop on the 1 hour. Oh my God! A lot of pairs. Sometimes I go on the 1 hour and it'd be like a 30 pip stop. I'm like, man, that's a little too much. Look at that 4 4. If you just take it to that low, you could possibly
Okay.
bring it down here below this liquidity. That's probably as far as I would go because you want to go all the way down here. You kind of push it a little bit. That's a little bit of greed coming in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to discipline yourself. Right
Yeah, can I
here,
ask a quick question? You
it's
know?
good. It's good.
Yo, so if price was to go up there to where you have the IC candle, wouldn't that be a break of structure?
Yeah,
Because
this like, are you saying like to the upside or the downside? Because this is the break of structure here. You see how price is going all the way down here?
yeah, so that means we expecting sales, right? But then don't you
Yeah,
got that higher low right there to the right?
yeah. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to come in just to this imbalance and then fill and mitigate off of this last institutional candle up and then go down.
So
But
then what about the higher low in between there? That don't play a factor right there?
are you
If you go
talking
to
about
the
here?
no, go to the right. Right under the box you got.
Right here.
Yeah, so wouldn't that be another break? Because if you're expecting sales, wouldn't it just not go past that high and keep going down?
See, that's a good question. That's a good ass question, bro. I'm glad you asked me that. So basically, all I would wait for is price to come up in here, and then I'd wait for that drop again, and then we come in and get in on the retest.
So that won't be a break of that high. That break of that high right there wouldn't be a break of structure.
No,
Yeah.
no. Because
Uh,
like on the lower time frames, it's bullish right now. But I'm just like I said, I'm playing what I see. I'm waiting for price. It comes into my area. You know, I'm gonna put an alert up here, and if I see it breaks down and breaks instruction, I'm getting on the retest. If it goes high, it goes through that high. If it goes through this high right here, if it goes through that, then I know, okay, cool. I'm not selling. I'm gonna go ahead and buy. So that's why, I'm not the biggest fan of limits anymore because you may set the limit, be like, say you set the limit right now, you go to sleep. And if it goes through that, because you gotta think in trading, you gotta think of the ins and outs. Okay, what if price does this and does that? That's why you have a stop loss in place just in case it does go higher. So that's why I just go ahead and risk my 1%. So if I did like want to set a limit for this, it wouldn't hurt me, wouldn't hurt my feelings. I'd feel good about it. But I believe what's his name? Kevin Navarrete sent this in the chat earlier. Yes, he did. Same exact trade. Because I remember seeing this. So basically, just one of them things you just gotta be mindful. That's even if you were wanting to buy almost any type of trade setup, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have your trading rules. You have your confirmations. You see it, you take it. You don't just sit there and second guess it. Like me, if I see my confirmations, I'm getting in that bad boy. Out of my trading rules. So usually, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out because I get confused. Like, I go to like the 5 minute wait for the breaker structure, but then I'll get confused because I hear people say like, "Oh, do the 50% of the last push up or push down, or do like the 70%." I'm like, "Well, shit, price just went up to the 50%. Like, do I take it? Or do I wait to go back up more?" You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
happened to me on was it EU the other day? Like, I was watching EU when it right before it dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So it dropped. And then when it started retracing, it first went up to 50%. And then after that, I'm like, all right, it's about to go down. But then after it went up to like 70, 78.6 or something like that on the 5 minute. But if I would have put another sell in, I would have got clapped. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't expecting to go 50% and then back up to the 78. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I
Man,
get
that's what.
confused sometimes. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, bro, it can be confusing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. There be times I'm like, okay, so what? It might end up doing this instead of doing that, or you know, sometimes I have my like point of interest like at the 50% of the candle, or like at the 75% of the candle, and it hit 50%, like vice versa. It's just one of them things that if you miss the trade, it's okay. The opportunities are abundant in the market. You don't get an opportunity in London session, you may get an opportunity in New York. If you don't get an opportunity that day, the next day something's gonna present itself. So just keep back testing, keep getting on the charts, keep finding your proper setup, and when you see it, pull the trigger. And if it doesn't hit your area, then don't feel bad about it. Don't have FOMO or anything. But it's just
Right.
it's like a skill. It's like, Kobe Bryant has to do his jump shots every day. Just like you have to train your eye every day in the markets, and you have to be taking the trades. And if you miss some, you miss some. But take it as a lesson. And then like me, I like to do my before and afters. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do forget to do it because I be in the zone sometimes, but it's really good to do that. So when you do that, then you start getting an eye for your specific proper setup. You know what I'm saying? I have like my own like way. Like if I see my setup, my confirmations, like I said, I'll just run with it. I don't second guess it, and that's where it comes in when you read the book, The Disciplined Trader, or you listen to Mark Douglas. He'll tell you the same thing. You see your proper setup, you don't think, you don't flinch, you just go in fearless and go in. So that's how I approach the markets on a daily basis. And then, if I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Like today, the market, I was just wasn't feeling the market like at all today, really. Um, but yeah, man, good question, bro.
No problem. Man. You like to stick to the 5 minute to see your breaker structures before you get in, or the 1 minute?
Yeah, I like to usually get in on like the 1 minute, just because I can get those high risk reward setups. Let me change the color on that. Yeah, so because on the 5 minute you can get like a really short stop loss, and then you can have your TP going after a take profit from the 4 hour when you have like a really high risk to reward trade. For instance, let's say, okay, this is just an example. Say I was getting in for a sale right here, which does look pretty freaking nice. I ain't gonna lie. Um, and it's something I'll probably send out to the chat anyways. But I'm gonna set an alert though, because I'm gonna put the setup there. But whenever the alert hits, and if it don't do what I think it should do, if it don't break structure and allow me to get on a retest, I'm not getting in. But anyways, all right. So this is a six to what the whoa. Yeah, I'm sending it to the chat right now. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna show you something in a second, but hold on. I gotta send this to the chat. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I love this shit. I swear. Let's see. Let's go to QC Snipers. Put it in my other chest. Yeah, it's time to feed the squad today. Oh wow, I don't want to do that. He got some important information right there. All right. Anyways, so that's the 5 minute, right? So let's say we go to the hour. I could be sitting here looking at that. There's my setup. But if I scroll over and look, okay, look. So that's my setup is here on the smaller time frames. I could target this low right here, or even to this low over here, and get like a what is that? Like a 40 to 1. But it's basically like a swing trade, except you're getting in on the lower time frames. So that's another way to really get those pips and get those good ass trades on the lower time frames, but have a higher time frame target. But yeah, Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I'm probably about to either pass the mic or trade something else. I mean, if you guys want me to show something else, because I got certain pairs that I won't I only look at certain things. I don't trade so many pairs because I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I almost look at the pairs are almost like a relationship. You want to know your girl's habits, just like you want to make sure she's straight. You know, Rich, I see you got your girl in your photo, beautiful couple. But anyways, it's just like
Thanks.
you wanna get one with it. You wanna know how it moves. You wanna know all that stuff. What time is the best time that it moves? Because when you do that, you're basically like programming your eye with that one pair. Now, if you trade 10,000 pairs, don't get me wrong, y'all see a lot over here, but these are the ones I really stick to. So, I think Ronzel said something about oil earlier. I don't know if oil is popping like that or what. But I see that it broke structure here, but I just don't know. Because I mean, there's a little bit of imbalance here. You have that push, but it's just, oh shit, yeah, you could have got in right here. We could have got in right there. Sheesh. And you may even get an opportunity from this push to eventually probably get in here, right here on this imbalance. Sheesh. That's just from looking at the 1 hour. So I actually want to go to like a higher time frame just to like, you know what I'm saying, get a little more confirmations on what US oil is doing. Because that is a freaking fat ass pool of liquidity to be up there. Oh my God. All right, so let's zoom in and see what's going on with US oil. I don't know if you guys trade this or not. It was just some of my team was looking at this and I was like, man, you know what? I'm probably gonna look at it. But you see down here below, we got liquidity. What does Mike say on Spanish? Liquidity. But anyways, we got some liquidity below here. And also another confirmation of mine is this. This is imbalance, and you see price pushes up right here and then goes lower and breaks. So, but thing is, on the 4 hour, this is a freaking doji. But if you go in like on the lower time frames, it's like it's a lot of choppiness. So that's another trade. I'm gonna have to do the same exact thing that I was talking about on OddCAD. I'm gonna have to just wait for the break of structure again, and all that. It's gonna have to happen. If not, then I won't get in on this. But I will send an alert. Well, shoot, not right there. I'll probably set it right here. Um,
So it's better to go to the highest high before the break of structure, right? But versus the most recent one.
you're talking about this one
So the one you got boxed, right? That's the highest high, but then you got the second high right there, right?
right here. Yeah.
That right there, yeah. So then like that's what I'm getting confused because I'm thinking, all right, that's the range we're in, right? Because that one made a new low. So I'll be looking right there. I'm like, all right, it'll go up here then sell
Okay.
off. But you got to way up there. That's why I get confused. I'm like, wouldn't that be another break of structure if it'll go past the high?
I feel you, bro. This is,
Mm-hmm.
but right here, this is okay. This is the lowest low, right? And
Right.
this was the previous high. So I won't even really pay attention to that as much because that just looks like liquidity resting right here to me. Now, price could mitigate off there, there's a little bit of an imbalance right here that it could come and feel like right in here. But I think if it does come down, it may come down to here to this candle. Do something like this, come down, mitigate.
So you would just it's probably best just to like mark it off, and just wait for the break of structure to see if what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
because I learned that's the best thing to do because from my experience, there'll be times where I'll probably set a limit and stuff right there and not wait for the break of structure and then come back and I'm wondering why I keep losing the trades. I'm like, okay, but this was the previous high, like and I after just watching and studying, and I found out like, yeah, you gotta wait for that break of structure because then it gives you another confirmation. And you're just like, okay, it did that. Now let's get in. And then I've seen like on NASDAQ 100. Let me show you something on that. Let's see, where is it at? Matter of fact, I think it was on the lower time frame. Damn, cause I remember Mike called that shit on he called it on Go Live, and dude, it was like, yeah, there it is, right here, there it is. All right, so he called this out on Go Live, right? Let's go ahead and replay it to this. Let's say you was looking at structure right here, right? You see that it broke this structure down here. Where's my arrow? There we go. Say it broke that structure there, right? That's the previous. This is the previous push. All of this, right? And this is your previous high, right up here. So I would look at this and measure my field, but I guarantee probably on the 5 minute, it's probably the candles probably look a little bigger, which is cool. But measure my field right here. What's good? I have not been looking at the chat at all. After a couple of losses, your mind starts to play tricks with you, and you don't even notice by the end of the day you're -5% or more. That's big freaking facts. And then if you trade things that are volatile like Nasdaq 100 or cryptos like Bitcoin and stuff, you can lose a lot of percentage fast by just losing a couple of trades. So that's why I'm like, after you lose like two trades, just might as well hang it up. And maybe three, you pushing it. But why do you just look at the five? Oh, that's what you asked me. I think it might be going there. BTC will wreck you. Yeah, it will. But I'm just showing y'all. I love the higher or the lower time frame. This is where I usually get in at. Now I look at the higher time frames just to give me a good bias, but I get in the short time frames. But anyways, let's see. That's I usually like to get in like on the 0.62 or the 0.702. But let's just say I got it on the 0.62. 9 pip stop. Got here 5 to 1. Could have probably brought it even lower, but anyways, this is basically like back testing what already gonna happen, basically. So, anyways, T Price do its thing. Comes up, pushes in. All right. Plays right off that 0.62. Consolidated a little bit, then it started going lower. You broke structure there. It started going lower. Now, you could have got in. If you didn't get in on this entry, you could have got in on this one right here. But it's imbalance in this candle. And then another entry. Another entry right here. Here's another entry. Still got a little bit of imbalance right there too, but oh my god, I was bad about this. I'm like, dude, every time I was stacking my entries, but they were like a pip away. I'm like, dude, is it spread or is it me? And I'm telling you, trade psychology. Oh my god, you gotta get your psychology up. Well, I'm not saying this directly to anybody. I'm just saying that's what gets you the money. That's what gets you paid because for instance, somebody can get in on the trade up here and still end up not making money because they're like not believing in themselves. They go break even too early and they're not managing their trade properly. So if you don't even know how to manage a trade, you can mark up the charts all day long. But then the day you gotta know how to manage the trade so you can hit TP, so you can get paid. That's why a lot of people want to rush into trading and they want to rush and hurry up and learn, or they want to hurry up and start placing regular trades. Man, really just practice and hone in on your psychology and the skill, the money's gonna come at the end of the day. It's just like how rappers they got their thing with the music and speaking. If they keep on working on their craft, eventually they get paid. It's just like with this. You know what I'm saying? And too many people have the employee mindset of jumping on the charts and they want to make money today. When if they just learn the skill, they make money forever. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys tonight.
Preach.
Yeah, if anybody else want to get on the charts, that's cool. Not,
Did you share Euro USD already? I have a markup for you.
I mean, you can go ahead and share EU.
May I? Shoot. Uh, so let me clean out that. I'm gonna start all over again. So I'm seeing like I'm on the weekly right now, and it's still mad bullish. Like overall, I wanna see you eventually get you like somewhere over here for sure, 22. But I see that also like he just reacted from a really nice like 1.20, so perfectly. I've been like playing around with levels, and that's why I also put the lines back because it just makes easier for me to look, and it's just so nice how you can see like the market really like reacts from levels, and sometimes you can get like even nicer entries just playing with it. So I've been using a lot. So as you can see, like even though it's bullish, I feel that you is approaching like a nice pullback, and we have a lot of room for a pullback here, just that imbalance. I feel that we can go at least to the 50% of it. We have also like 1.16 here, so I can see market going easy at least to this level here for a nice pullback, but honestly, even more. But I'm not a swing trader, so I'm gonna try to stack a couple inches on the way down. But that trade here was super nice too. So you was like creating some nice higher highs and higher lows, and we had that nice breakup structure in the daily. Oops. Here. So after this breakup structure, I was bearish for you already. I was just waiting for signs. Going down 4 hours. That buy here played out super nice though. Everyone was talking about that like I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. It did play out for a while. Gave a couple pips a nice reaction, but it's back to the bearish. Just made a new lower low. So as you guys can see, like structure, it's now making like if you look here, we had high, low, high, low, higher high, made a lower low, break, pull back, lower low, pull back, lower low. So it's just like walking down. Right now, I do wanna see market come back to. I do wanna see market come back to this area here for a nice sell. However, I see the potential for market to go more low before going up all the way there. I mean, the market can go all the way there right now, like just shoot up and but I know that like when markets is in a downtrend like in the 4 hours, you just see like that nice like up and down. But if you go in the smaller time frames, you see the market usually will like be like down, 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 and then when they break structure in a higher time frame, it will use these highs here as liquidity, and will shoot up for the like higher time frame target. So because of that, I do see like a potential for a sell on you right here in this area. Just seeing how markets like building up right now, liquidity throughout Asia, all that. I see as liquidity being built. Just like maybe a nice kind of like wake off, preparing to for London and New York. So I'm actually gonna go to bed pretty soon, but I'm gonna leave a pending somewhere around here. Maybe when this, I had a limit actually on 118.50 just because, as I said, I've been playing around with levels a lot, and that's a nice 50 level, which is We have that equal lows here too. Nice target. I can see it going like way more down, but as I said, I'm usually not swinging as much, and that's a nice risk to reward for me already. Another nice confirmation is like that's not like a high that I want to play. If you see here, we also had like some nice liquidity that was built, taken by taken by this whole movement up here. Took the highs, died. We have imbalance. We have everything that we need to consider the area as like something that can have a reaction. So I'm gonna have a limit pending right here, or I might just I have an alert already set. I might just wait for price to get here, and that's the 5 minutes. So you can also look at the 15, looks good as well, but just wait to market to get here, give the sign of reaccumulation, break of structure, boom, pew pew, even better risk to reward. It can play out too. I might probably like put like 0.5% on my limit and try to stack more 0.5% with a re-entry.
Oh, this is
I've been doing
nice.
that just so I don't lose, because sometimes market don't give that kill like reaccumulation. It just like gets to your area and like shoots down, like melts, and it's like fuck. I should have done the set a limit. So I might just like split half of my position, the limit, half of in the re-entry, and yeah, right now, to be honest, that's all I'm seeing. Like SPX, I still think it's bearish, looks bearish, but I like how market just broke structure here to the upside. Like, but that's the thing. Like, it broke structure in the 1 hour, but like if you get like the daily, it didn't break structure, right? So what that means in my eyes, that means the market can potentially go back to this area here or this area here, but it will eventually keep going down at least a little bit more. But I'm planning on like potentially buy if the market gives me the opportunity around this area. But with indices, I do like to wait always. Like, so since that's on 1 hour setup or even 15 minutes, looks even nicer. We had a little cute liquidity that got taken here a little bit, but still kind of bearish. It's just like a counter trend trade. I don't like to short indices, so I'm always looking for buys, to be honest. Sometimes I short just when Mike gives the call because Mike's a beast in shorting indices, but I always get clapped when I try to short by myself. But yeah, same thing as you. I'm gonna wait market to get here in this blue area, gives that sign of, and like indices are even better in my opinion because they usually give that re-entry, like more than forex. I feel that forex sometimes they just shoot up and never come back, but indices are like they wait for you, so no rush. I'm gonna put my alert here, and yeah, bro, that's all I have. I was also looking at GU, but it's pretty much the same thing, but I like EU better. I see that like GU kind of have a little bit of liquidity here, so I feel that GU can like break that before going down. And EU has a nice confluence with like that area on GXY is the same area that I'm looking at GU. So I'm gonna also put an alert here to see how market reacts on GXY. And that's the other area too. I don't like how like on Sunday when I was like getting ready for the week, I actually wanted to see the market to kind of break those lows, but nope, didn't happen. So let's see how much is that. That's pretty nice. Like my area of interest is kind of around the 50% of the pullback. That's that's cool. That can play out at least. And yeah, also on you, worth mentioning that here was the daily open. So if we are shorting above daily open. So that's cool. And yeah, those vertical lines are also like I put it on just for the daily open. I'm kind of like fuck it. Everyone says like, oh, I like clean charts and all that. I came back to like lines and shit just so reminds me to pay attention to these things, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have, bro. I am going to bed
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
so I can wake up for New York. Otherwise, I
Yeah,
won't.
I feel you, bro. Yeah, we gotta get to that bag in New York, brother. All right, y'all. You have a good night. I appreciate everybody got on the call. God bless.
Yo,
God University to bless y'all. It's feeding season because we about to get these pips, take these trips. Have a good one. Peace.
All right, one.